Well, Penn State, its football program, and head coach are embroiled in accusations of hazing and a cover-up, all included in a federal lawsuit that was filed today.
The suit was brought by a former player who says he was hazed, complained, and was then the subject of retaliation before he finally transferred. KDKA's John Shumway's here with the details. John.
Guys, the allegations in this lawsuit run the gamut from sexual threats to death threats, even the invoking of the name of convicted molester Jerry Sandusky. Now, I've toned this down for you a bit, but some of the details in this story are still pretty graphic. In his lawsuit, former player Isaiah Humphreys accuses 4 upperclassmen, Damian Barber, Mika Parsons, Yetter Gross-Matos, and Jesse Lukita, of telling the smaller lowerclassmen they intended to make them, quote, their bitch, because this is a prison, end quote. And they would tell them also, quote, I'm going to blank you, end quote. And Humphrey's attorney, Steve Marino, says
the participants would make reference to, I'm going to Sandusky you, or I'm going to Jerry you, is what they would say. Yeah, they were sexual in nature, to humiliate the player who was being hazed.
Marino says what his client says happened between the Penn State football players was far from normal locker room horseplay.
It's not kids whipping each other, hitting each other with a couple towels, or wrestling. This was behavior that was humiliating. It was continued. It was pervasive. It was demasculating, and it shouldn't be allowed.
The lawsuit says the 4 players at times restrained Humphreys and other lowerclassmen and subjected them to simulated sexual assaults, both clothed and naked in the showers. Attorney Marino says both Humphreys and his father reported the incidents to Penn State and to the football coaching staff, including head coach James Franklin.
And when he was notified this misconduct was taking place, he didn't take a proper overt step to protect that athlete, nor did he report it to the appropriate authorities. It didn't get reported for 6 months by some anonymous person.
The suit claims the coaching staff responded with administering tougher drills on Humphreys, which eventually led to him giving up his scholarship and transferring to the University of California. Penn State, which Marino says did not live up to its policies against hazing and to its duty to protect students, responded with a statement to KDKA this afternoon, saying that the claims were investigated by the university and by its police and the Center County DA's office, and that no charges will be pursued. Now, Humphreys also claims in the lawsuit that upperclassman Jesse Lukita told him that if he ever came to his city in Canada, he would make sure that he was gunned down on arrival. We should point out that these allegations all come from incidents that occurred in the fall of 2018. The suit is seeking damages, but the amount has not been specified.